For the first 3 months of 2017, just over 3,000 new vehicles hit the roads, a 26% decline from the year before, as in 2016 over the same period, 4,300 new vehicles were sold. Southern Sales and Service Company Limited is the local distributor of Kia, Mazda, Isuzu and Audi. The company sold almost 900 vehicles within the first 3 months of this year, a similar amount compared to the year before. Executive Director Southern Sales Shiraz Ahmad discusses how the economic downturn is affecting his business and just how difficult it is to get foreign exchange to purchase new vehicles. Do you think despite the downturn in the economy, a lot of people are cutting back, people are losing their jobs? Are you seeing that affecting how people purchase cars now because they don't know if they're going to have a job? Say 6 months from now, will they be able to repay their loans? Are you worried about that and the impact it would have on your operations?
Well, in 2015, the Kia brand was the #1 selling brand, and in 2016, Kia was also the #1 selling brand in the passenger car, SUV and commercial segment. As of first quarter 2017, we have seen both Kia and Southern Sales also in the #1 position. We have become #1 only by doing things differently. We cannot continue to do things the same way and expect to have the same results. We have therefore taken a fresh, different approach in 2016 into 2017 in how we meet our customers' needs, and therefore this strategy has been working. And while we are seeing that the economy is going through challenges, our different strategies of being more creative and doing things differently are certainly paying off.
What are you doing differently that makes people walk into your showroom and walk out with one of your vehicles as opposed to the other brands that might be struggling to sell?
Well, a lot of it will come from our training that we do with our sales team and get them to think out of the box and do things differently.
But despite the training for your sales team, you're dealing with an economy that has a lot of uncertainty, with people might not be willing to take out new loans at this time. How do you work around it? Have you had to change your packages somewhat?
Every quarter, Southern Sales will have a different package to offer to our customers for our different brands, including Kia, which will result around discounts, special financing, promotions on all our brands to keep the Southern Sales brands top of mind to the consumers. This has helped the customers to get the benefit in purchasing new vehicles from both Southern Sales and Kia.
What are your prices like now, your average prices? What do they start at now?
Well, Kia just launched a 2017 new model Kia Rio with an overwhelming positive response, and that starts at 140,000 in a small car segment, and that has been the #1 selling small car over the past few years. So we expect that car to continue to do well and meet a growing segment.
And your Sportage?
The Sportage is doing excellent. It's in the second year,
and
it's the #1 selling Sportage, starting at 240,000.
What were the prices for those vehicles, maybe say 2 years ago?
The previous model Sportage had cost 240, started at 240,000, and the new one starts at 260.
What are your projections for the rest of the year? Are you expecting to stay in #1? And also, are you expecting a further slowdown in car sales given the trends?
We are expecting to have a strong year in 2017. We continue to see our sales increase month after month. First quarter was slower, but we've seen the increase in April. And we do expect a slowdown. In 2016, the market declined by 14%. 12% in passenger cars, 23% in commercial vehicles, with a heavier impact on the heavy commercial vehicles. We expect to see this decline continuing in 2017.
Now, you sold 360 new vehicles for the first 2 months of this year. Some might ask, where are the new car dealers getting foreign exchange to bring in cars at this stage when foreign exchange is so difficult to get? How is your company dealing with, have you had to how is your company dealing with that when you approach the banks to get foreign exchange?
Well, the non-availability of foreign exchange affects all small, medium and large companies, and the car industry is no exception. We at Southern States are also having lots of challenges to find the necessary funding on a monthly basis. We have a dedicated team that works with the banks on a daily basis to help find the necessary funding. It is challenging.
And if you were to get the exact amount of foreign exchange that you need, how many vehicles would you really be bringing in?
Well, Judy, while the market is declining, and the good thing is that we do have stock in Trinidad. So when we look at our ordering, we make sure that we look at what we have here in stock, what we have on the sea coming, and make sure that we don't order too much.
Now, in his mid-year budget review, the finance minister said that he has requested that the central bank, when they sell foreign exchange with authorized dealers, that they issue instructions that it be sold to manufacturers earning foreign exchange and to those doing trade-related transactions. Now, obviously, this puts car dealers at the bottom of the list because you're not earning foreign exchange, you're using up foreign exchange. Do you expect this situation to get worse for companies like yours, where you're not going to be at the bottom of the list and you're not going to be anywhere top to be prioritized for foreign exchange?
It do put the new dealers association and brands at a disadvantage. We are hoping that we could have discussions with the minister, and hopefully things will change in the second half of the year. We understand what the minister is saying, but we also have to find a medium so that we dealers can find a way to get the relevant funds to meet the demand for vehicles.
Some might say it's unrealistic. Like, why should car dealers get foreign exchange that's almost like gold right now, and we need it for food or pharmaceuticals or other areas that might be more important to the country right now?
Well, we also have to keep in mind that the dealers are a significant employer of people. For example, the Statistics Group employs over 400 people, and there are a number of customers and staff that look forward to, if we have foreign exchange, we can keep our staff employed, we can keep our customers, because we have to service our customers who have their cars.
The New Car Dealers Association mentioned earlier this year that despite the decline in car sales, dealers will have to increase prices because of the exchange rate. From the southern sales side, are you being forced to increase your prices this year?
Well, based on the conditions that we are experiencing right now, where it is costing more to fund for the purchase of vehicles, prices will increase. We at Southern Sales have a policy not to increase prices unless it is absolutely necessary. This policy has helped us to increase our market share in 2016 from 23% to 28%. So yes, prices will increase, and we therefore have to keep our eye on the pricing. But again, we have to look at the consumer's budget.
How often do you increase your prices?
We look at our pricing every quarterly. Every quarter we look at the prices to make sure that our prices are competitive with the market and based on the number of challenges that we are facing.
When was your last price adjustment?
We had a price adjustment at the end of 2016.
When we come back, Gregory Gordon, a taxi driver flying the Port of Spain to San Fernando route, tells us what it's like out there and the risk involved in his job. Money Matters will be right back.